Okay, so welcome to this. We're gonna do a couple of activities right now, and we're gonna justify our response by doing claims, evidence, and all that. So let's see now. The first question says, in the diagram below of right triangle ABC, that's this one right here, BD is drawn to hypotenuse AC, comma, okay, the AC is the hypotenuse. AC is 16. This whole thing is 16, and CD is 7. All right. So what do they want? They want to know what the length of BD is. They want to know this length right here. I don't know what it is, so anything that I don't know, I call it X, or I could call it BD. Doesn't matter. And this is a multiple choice, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Now I want you to show work to justify your response. State what rule did you use and why. Well, first of all, this is a right triangle, and this is an altitude right here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write what I need or what I have. Okay, so let's see. I need the length BD, right? So look, the first thing I need, sorry, let's see now. Okay, better? Yes. Okay. So I need length BD. Which is the altitude. Okay, what else? I have one part of the hypotenuse. Look, I got this part of the hypotenuse, and I also have the whole hypotenuse. And I'm being asked for the altitude. So what do I write? The next statement I'm going to write is, I have one part of the hypotenuse. Okay? I have one part of the hypotenuse. Okay? What else? Well, now you're going to write, I have the length of the whole hypotenuse, which is 16. So I have the length of the whole hypotenuse of the whole hypotenuse. Oh, I cannot see. Oh, you went over, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm dictating you, okay? So it doesn't matter. So I have the length of the whole hypotenuse. Now, what is it? Which is basically 16. Okay, that is what you write. That's how you justify stuff. Okay, what else? Well, I have the length of the hypotenuse, which is 16. And I know that 16 minus 7, okay, 16 minus 7 will give me the whole hypotenuse, correct? Okay, so 16 minus 7, okay, will help me get the other part. The other part, which will be 9, because 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay, then I write, since I have enough information okay, since I have enough information, then I'm gonna use the altitude rule. Okay, since I have enough information, I will use the altitude rule. rule. Okay then. So what is the altitude rule? Well, altitude, oh gosh, oh my God, altitude rule. That's what you need to write. So altitude rule. So what is it? Easy. Part of hypotenuse. Well, you could look it up in your package and you'll see. Over altitude, right? Equals altitude, because the altitude is the mean proportional, right? Equals altitude over other part of hypotenuse. Yes? Okay then. Now I can start working. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you the whole work. Okay, so that's what I have, the altitude rule. So let's see now, part of the hypotenuse. What is the part of the hypotenuse? 7, okay, over the altitude, right? Which we labeled x right here. So it's 7 over x equals, and then again the altitude and the other part of the hypotenuse. Now what you're gonna write? You cross multiply. You need to write that so everybody that is reading this knows what you're doing. Then when you cross multiply, x times x is x squared. That equals 63. 9 times 7, right? Now to get rid of this square, you gotta square root both sides. So I do square root both sides. Okay? And now I'm gonna simplify the radical. So the square root of x squared is x, fine. Now radical 63, because of the choices that are given to me here, I know I have to simplify. So it's not like I'm gonna use the calculator for that. Now 63 can be factored out into 9 times 7. 9 has a perfect square root, which is 3. 7, there is no number that when you square you get 7, so you just leave it like that, and that's radical 7. That's it. Alright then. Now to move on to the next problem. Alright, for this one I really don't have anything, so I'm gonna have to go over here. Okie dokie. So it says find the angle of rotation. Okay, justify your response by stating the process taken. Okay then, so let me see if I understand. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw segments. Okay, so the first step, okay, draw segments, and then is your choice. You could draw segment DA and DA prime, or DC and DC prime, or DB and DB prime. It doesn't matter, the angle is going to be the same because it's a rigid motion. So draw segments, and I'm going to give you examples. DA, you don't have to really put everything that I'm going to write. DA and DA prime. D is your center of rotation, okay? Okay, or you could draw segments DB and DB prime, or you could draw segments DC and DC prime, okay? However you want it. Me, in my case, and I please don't want you to do that. I want you to do it with a different letter. I am going to draw segment DC and DC prime. DC, you saw that? And DC prime. Wow, this is hard. Oh, of course it's gonna be hard. I could just go like this. Yeah. Okay, you choose all the segments. I just chose that segment. All right then, the movement. Well, you decide what the movement is. I know that this is gonna be the angle. So, let's see, what else? Well, I'm gonna write over here. Remember, you don't have to write all these. This is you who's writing what you're doing, the segment that you're drawing. So here, I'm gonna say, to find the center of rotation, Let me see. Yeah. To find the center. What am I talking about? Not the center of rotation. The angle. To find the angle of rotation. Okay. Place the protractor's center. Place the protractor's center at the center of at the center of rotation. This is your center of rotation, remember? That's how this goes. This is mapped into this point right here. Okay? All right then. Then what am I gonna do? Okay, now center of rotation and align, okay, the marks on the protractor. You know what? Let's see now. You got all this. Let me just move on and do this. So this is what you're gonna be doing. This is what you're gonna be writing. So then align the marks on the protractor to the segment that belongs to the pre-image. So in other words, since I did DC, okay, since I did DC right here, since I did that, okay, and this is my angle, okay, so that's what I did. So that belongs to the pre-image. Now measure the angle, making sure to state whether the angle measured is clockwise or counterclockwise. Well, I can tell right now that it's clockwise because it goes from here to here, but unfortunately I need the counterclockwise measure. So anyway, so you take your protractor, which I have no idea what I did with it because I have a whole mess in this thingy. It's amazing. Please, I'm not gonna make you waste another, like yesterday, like the other day. Oh, where is the protractor? I'm gonna go crazy with this. And I don't have the protractor. I love this. Okay, I found the protractor. Gosh, these kids, they're always playing games on me. All right, so anyway, we're gonna follow these steps. Remember something. It says now measure the angle, making sure to state whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. And that's it. So let's see. Remember, place the center of your protractor right here, the center, into the rotation. And now align the marks, these marks right here, okay? You align them with this. Okay, so let's see now. I am going from C to C prime. Me, not you. So I'm going to align the center right here, and this mark, I'm gonna align it to the segment that I drew. See that? Making sure that point C goes at 0 degrees. Okay, and then you count and you'll find where the other point is. I'm not gonna tell you, okay? But for me, it's gonna be one measure. You could be 1 or 2 degrees off. You cannot be more than 5 degrees off. That means that you did it wrong. All right? Good. Goodbye.